Hello, I'm Kim Morgan, MD of Barefoot Coaching, and I'm going to talk to you today about niching. So, to niche or not to niche seems to have become the question for coaches. The coaching industry has grown at a phenomenal rate over the past 10 years, and coaching now reaches into so many different areas and sectors. And most marketing experts now agree that identifying a target audience, an ideal client, or a niche area for your coaching is a good thing. However, most coaches find themselves agonising about whether they should niche or not. I just want to say there's no should about niching. I know loads of coaches who are just coaches, and they're happy to coach anybody on any topic. You could even say their niche is the coach with no niche. So it's fine to be a generalist rather than a specialist if that feels comfortable to you, and as long as your marketing communicates that clearly as a decision you've made. So if you want to niche, what are the benefits of having a niche? Well, having a niche doesn't tend to limit your opportunities, as some coaches fear. On the contrary, finding a niche can mean you develop a really clear brand and become a recognised expert, the go-to person or thought leader in a specific field. And this can open up any number of opportunities, including writing and blogging, and it can even generate media interest in you, including possible radio or TV appearances. Of course, it goes without saying that you still need to let the world know what you are doing and have a clear marketing campaign. But it's often easier to do this if you have a specific area of interest or expertise. Having a niche can help you articulate what you do more clearly to anyone who is interested. Let's face it, coaching can be difficult to explain in a nutshell. Imagine you're at a networking meeting and someone asks, "So what do you do?" "I'm a coach." "Oh, what sort of coach? What do you actually do?" "Well, I just help anyone really. I listen to them and I help them achieve the life of their dreams. Or they may have a particular issue at work which they need to help with, and we use a variety of tools and techniques to change the way they think and achieve their outcomes." "Oh, right." Or, "I work with women who have been promoted to their first leadership role in an organisation. I help them transition into a senior role by focusing on various areas: work-life balance, their gravitas, presence and credibility, communication and presentation skills, and emotional self-management." Gosh, that sounds interesting. I'm not in that situation myself, but I do know plenty of women who are. So let's have a look at what a niche is. A niche can be about the way in which you coach. So you could be a mindfulness coach or a thinking environment coach, like Nancy Klein. You could be a coach who combines their coaching with a therapeutic discipline such as Gestalt, person-centered counselling, cognitive behavioural therapy. You could be a provocative or challenging coach, and you know what you're signing up to when you get coached by that one. You could be a creative coach who uses art, metaphor, pictures, or a coach who uses play. Lego, for example, is popular now for coaches. You could be a walking coach. We know some of those. People take people into the great outdoors and coach them while they're also exercising. You could be a coach who uses writing and journaling, or your niche could be about the presenting issues or problems or circumstances in which you specialise. So you could be a coach who specialises in career transition, life transition, loss or bereavement, relationships, divorce, retirement, redundancy, business startup, business growth, assertiveness, people pleasing, confidence and self-esteem, or fear of public speaking. You could be an interview coach, a personal impact or style coach, etc., etc. Or having a niche can be about the people you coach or the sectors in which you coach. So you could coach entrepreneurs, graduates, parents, artists, women returners, female leaders, executives, new managers, lawyers, accountants, or any specific professions. You could coach in the NHS and the medical profession. You could choose any specific sector like pharmaceutical, media, engineering, finance. Identifying your niche will be determined to an extent by your credibility in the eyes of others who might be buying you as a coach. That means your experience, where you've worked before, and therefore where you have credibility and existing contacts. It also means your knowledge and experience of where those people are in their lives and the issues they're facing. So although I'm very fascinated by professional sports people, I've never been one, surprisingly. I've never even worked with them. I've never even known a professional sports person. I have no idea really what is their daily experience or what they need to have to enable them to reach peak performance. I could still coach them, but they would know that I didn't know all that within seconds of meeting me. And in coaching, and particularly in the early stages when you're winning clients, credibility really matters. So to help you identify your niche, consider the following questions. Which clients do you feel really most comfortable working with? And which clients make you feel a bit uncomfortable or perhaps trigger your own imposter syndrome? Which clients do you most look forward to seeing? Who do you want to jump out of bed and see? Make a list of all your clients. Do they fall into certain types or categories? Which are the clients who've had enormous value from working with you? If they've given you testimonials, what have they said about you? This could inform your niche too. What are you really passionate about yourself in life and in your work? Make a list of your values, your hobbies, your interests, work you've enjoyed in your life, what you've studied in your life generally, and also what makes you get on your soapbox. What do you care passionately about? Which charities do you support? Dig deep into the things which really matter to you. Also have a look at what are the main areas or presenting issues you find yourself talking about or interested in when coaching. When are you at your best when you're coaching? Describe or think about an ideal coaching session with an ideal client and an ideal topic for coaching for you. What elements of your own life story have been most significant, helpful, challenging or developmental for you? All this will feed into the niche that you choose. And remember, your life story will change over time. And your ability to be an effective helper will be determined by your own circumstances too, and your ability to understand the needs of your target market. For example, a few years ago, I experienced a very painful bereavement. In the immediate aftermath of it, of course, I didn't have the personal resources to support other bereaved people. And with hindsight, I'm not sure now that before I was bereaved, I had adequate resources either to support bereaved people. But a few years on, and because of my own personal experience, and because of a passionate desire to provide the necessary and often lacking support for people who are grieving, I've trained as a grief recovery coach, and I've added that to my coaching offering. I had an insight into the needs of potential clients. And I also realised what was missing for this group of people because I tried myself to get help and I couldn't find it. I understood why people experiencing loss would be looking for help and what sort of help they would probably be looking for. So remember that your niche or the services you offer as a coach will evolve throughout your career according to your own experiences, both personal and professional. And I hope that this personal example demonstrates that a niche should come from the following: your heart, your passions and your interests, and your values, and be authentically aligned with who you are and what you do. A niche is not something to be plucked off a shelf or something to be forced or manufactured. It should really align with you and where you can genuinely add value to others. Finding a niche is an inquiry into you and what makes you come alive and feel excited about where you can add value to others. I think the best niches come from a coincidence, a coming together of your passions, your values, and a need in the market. So take some time now to find your authentic offering in this rich and varied industry. Don't hurry the process. If it's not yet clear to you, give it time. It will emerge. And in the meantime, just keep coaching as many people as you can in as many circumstances. Thank you.